The dark secrets and beauty of the Black Forest, Germany's most enchanted land. Hidden deep in the heart of Germany, where the trees grow thick and tall, and sunlight barely touches the forest floor. Where myths roam freely, and whispers of witches, werewolves, and woodland spirits echo between the pines, lies one of the most mysterious, magical, and mythical regions in Europe. The Black Forest. You may know it from fairy tales. You may have heard its name in whispers. But today, we'll take you beyond the postcards, into the legends, the beauty, the darkness, and the ancient soul of Germany's Schwarzwald. This is not just a forest. It's a portal into another world. A land shrouded in shadow. The Black Forest, or Schwarzwald in German, is located in the southwestern corner of Germany, near the borders of France and Switzerland. The name comes from the dense canopy of pine and fir trees, which blocks much of the sunlight and gives the woods a dark, almost eerie appearance. It's over 160 kilometers long and home to rivers, lakes, waterfalls, and remote villages frozen in time. But it's not just the scenery that captures the imagination. It's the feeling. When you enter the Black Forest, it's like the air changes. The silence becomes deeper, and you begin to understand why people once believed this forest was alive. The birthplace of fairy tales. If you've heard of Hansel and Gretel, Little Red Riding Hood, or Snow White, you've already touched the Black Forest. This is the land that inspired the Brothers Grimm, collectors of some of the darkest and most famous fairy tales in the world. Long before Disney turned them into cartoons, these stories were filled with danger, witches, haunted woods, and monsters, all drawn from the real-life mystery and darkness of the Black Forest. Villagers believed the woods were home to forest spirits, witches' covens, talking wolves, and even devilish creatures that lured travelers away from the path. And with mist crawling across the ground at dawn, and the moonlight casting shadows between twisted trees, it's not hard to see why. Legends, curses and creatures. The Black Forest is steeped in folklore, stories passed down for generations. One of the most chilling legends is that of the doppelganger, a ghostly double of a living person, said to bring bad luck or death. Then there's the tale of the headless horseman of the Black Forest, who rides through the fog to claim wandering souls. Locals speak of the Hexenloch, or Witch's Hole, a gorge deep in the forest where witches were said to gather during the full moon. And deep in its darkest parts is the myth of the Schwarzwaldgeist, the Black Forest spirit, a shape-shifting guardian that tests the hearts of those who enter. But not all legends are dark. Some stories speak of woodland fairies, healing springs, and enchanted animals, making the forest not just a place of fear, but also of wonder. Mystical locations and hidden treasures. Among the towering trees and hidden valleys, the Black Forest holds real-life magical places. Triberg Waterfalls, the highest waterfalls in Germany, cascading like a liquid staircase through mossy rocks. Cuckoo Clock Villages. The region is the birthplace of the cuckoo clock, and towns like Schöneck and Titisee Neustadt still produce them by hand. The Monastery of St. Blasian, an ancient monastery with a majestic white dome, like a pearl hidden in the forest. The Mummelsee, a mysterious alpine lake said to be bottomless, and home to a water king and nymphs who lure swimmers into the depths. Abandoned castles. Overgrown ruins like Hohengeroldzecke Schiltach feel straight out of a fantasy novel. Some claim treasures or ghostly knights still guard them. Nature's masterpiece. Beyond myths and legends, the Black Forest is a living work of art. In autumn, the woods burn with colors of fire, red, orange, and gold. In winter, snow turns it into a silent fairy tale, where icicles hang like daggers and deer roam through white fields. In spring and summer, wildflowers bloom, and trails open up to hikers, bikers, and dreamers. It's not just a place for stories. It's a place for spiritual connection, where you can walk for hours, and hear only birdsong, wind, and your own heartbeat. Black Forest in modern culture. Even today, the Black Forest inspires books, movies, art, and yes, conspiracy theories. It's been featured in Netflix's Dark, a time travel thriller set in a mysterious forest. Grimm, a modern fantasy series based on old fairy tales. Countless horror films, documentaries, and video games that use its haunting beauty. And with every story, the legend of the Black Forest grows bigger, darker, and more eternal. So what is the Black Forest? Is it just a beautiful region of Germany? A tourist destination with great hiking trails and charming villages? Or is it something deeper? A living library of folklore? A mirror of the human soul, where light and shadow coexist? A reminder that behind every fairy tale is a place that inspired it. Next time you read a story about lost children, wicked witches, or deep dark woods, remember, it may have started right here, in the Black Forest.